Boom.
Yes.
Dropping in.
So we got Hunter and Dave here this week. No Josh, unfortunately. We've been busy, haven't we? We're squeezing it in, but I'm excited to go through this chat and have a beer with the boys. So we've been filming introduce yourself. So Hunter. Sorry,
hold up.
I'm going to be that podcast guy who talks about himself all the time.
I just introduced myself.
Who is Hunter Paull?
Hunter Paull. I don't know. This is Buzzy talking
Town
about himself
geezer.
on the podcast.
Hunter's. I'll introduce Hunter and Hunter.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
That's
a great idea.
That'll ease into it a bit better, eh?
So Hunter Paull, 21-year-old young genius of the film world and also the bike world. Rips a mountain bike, rips a camera, just equally as hard. Makes some pretty insane movies, and we're currently on a quest to make our own movie. He's just
that's man.
That is Hunter Paull.
A real sound geezer.
Yeah. All right, fuck. Dave. Dave Mcmillan, David Flathead. He's
a flathead shovel.
OG. He's a bit older than me, for sure. 29. Pretty steezy on the old bike, for sure. He's just all around pretty good at riding bikes, I suppose. Like, there's no other way to put it, I suppose. Just
got no other attributes.
Oh no, there's heaps more. What does he do? Yeah, Vanzak. OG Van. Fuck, I'm saying OG because it's OG to me because I was like 13 when I was watching all his videos. Vanzak, really good biker, and fucking just kind of that's it. Sorry, it's not as good as how you introduced me.
You did a great job.
But that's it.
No, it's been like such a uplifting time having you boys here, like on the film project, and like showing us where does the trend end, and like I think I've watched it 4 times since you've been here, and it's just been like sick watching that, and then like filming our own take on that kind of thing, and like it's felt like a whole like everyone's been hanging out. It's been like a real refreshing experience to like film something rather than it be like crushed into like a small you've been helping us dig. You also ride yourself. So like it's been like felt dead natural.
No, it's been sick, eh? Pretty amazed by the scene you boys have going on here, eh? Didn't really completely think it was going to be this good in a way. Like, I don't know. I knew it was going to be good, but
you've never been here before.
Yeah, well, yeah. No, not that. I don't know. Yeah, it was just
sad to the UK.
My first time to the UK, just didn't really know what to expect.
No, I know what you mean for sure. Like you don't know, do you? As soon as you go to somewhere new, everything's like whoa, and it's sick to like see that side of it and be like, it's crazy. You think it's so different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just find it super funny because I've grown up watching all your guys' videos, and I don't know. I just imagined you'd come from like a different place, but as soon as I got off the plane and was driving to here, it was like just driving through this town with heaps of old people and like all this stuff, and I was like, fuck. Then I just find it pretty sick that you guys have like originated from this place that is just completely different to how I imagined it. I don't even know how I would have imagined it though, but.
Well, you always just paint a picture in your own head anyway, don't you? Like,
yeah.
So it's for sure.
It's lived up to the hype though. It's been quite wet since we've been here.
Yeah, the rain has been mental, hasn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's been sick because we've been doing starting this movie, and this is like the first sort of section for it, but it doesn't really feel like we've been filming at all because we've just been hanging out with you boys the whole time. We've been here for 2 weeks, and it feels like we've been here for like months.
Yeah.
And we've just been ripping in, so
big time, man.
Yeah, really sick. Just get to hang with everyone.
That like when that session where it was raining, and I remember Dave, you were like, I wouldn't be if I was at home. I would not be riding.
No, not a chance. Hey.
Get the ciggy paper out. You get 3 drops on it. You go home. Knock off for the day.
Can't work in this.
No way. Job's done. Yeah, it's definitely a different environment. I thought you boys would come back up the hill like, nah, it's too wet. But you said it was the funnest session ever. So I was like, oh well, I got to commit and just do as the locals do.
When I was building that left,
it was sick.
When I was building that left, scraping it in, I was just thinking about you, like your load of them turns. To be fair, I was just like thinking about Dave, like, right, yeah, I can see you just absolutely obliterating this. Like,
it was real fun. Like, I've always watched like all like the videos of like the fern tracks and like just the cut in trails, and it's so fun just a session. And yeah, just got to experience it firsthand with everyone. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like seeing the stuff you guys ride in the videos and then seeing it in person. It's like exactly how you imagine it. Like just we have nothing even close to that back home. It's just like everything is crammed into the smallest amount of hill you possibly have. You know,
it's more steep up, steep down, trail ride up, trail ride down. You can't session anything. It's not like, you probably can, but we don't.
Yeah, it's long runs.
It's just different vision, I guess. Yeah, I guess UK's got a lot smaller hills as well.
Yeah, we've got like a 10-meter section of like dead space on a track, whereas you've just got like 5 corners to each jumps, like in that one little block of trail. It's funny as.
Yeah, I don't even know how, like, I think just this perspective of like what you have ends up, because like when I was building the trail for this film, it was a real challenge to like make it straighter and like open it up a little bit, because like you just want to like you say, just fit as much in as you can, and it's like, oh, there's a right there, so it's going to be left instantly after, and
just weave the hill.
Yeah.
Then we sort of just accidentally stumbled across another feature.
Yeah,
sick. And it was like quite interesting to see the different way of building as well. Like, I guess because we've been building for a couple of years now, like quite big projects and stuff, and then just the style is like just scratch it into the side of the hill and make it work and do whatever you want on it. And then we sort of came in and tore up a whole mound of dirt into some pretty sick shit.
Yeah.
Which I'm looking forward to everyone seeing eventually, whenever that may be. But yeah, hell sessions, which was cool.
It was,
and everyone was getting stuck in, like was stoked on the digging. It was really sick to see. Like, we rocked up one day late, and there was just like probably like 10 kids just there, just digging, just loving it. Like, you don't really get that back home. Like, you don't get a bunch of kids that are just keen to just come and swing a shovel and then just leave and like not actually get to ride it. Like, so that was like something really sick to see.
Word must have travelled fast on the Snapchat.
Yeah. It's been leaked.
Yeah.
Scotty the bro with the bangers and mash.
Yeah, shout out to Scotty.
Yeah, I've never seen anything
Trailside
like
bangers and mash.
Full like slinging. It reminded me of like a night out on the piss, and there's like a restaurant you go to go get food. Just Scotty's just slinging out these like full dishes.
Prime time.
Of mashed potato and sausages.
Pretty much nothing else. You'd want more at that point. After been slapping the ground.
Jet lagged as well. I was like, no sleep. We hadn't gone to get food yet. Well, I think we did. We went to Tesco and I just
we got the meal deal.
But my brain wasn't working. I got some weird like vegetarian food.
Mushy wrap.
So hungry. Bro, Scotty was there just
hooking it up.
It was good to see.
He loves feeding you.
Yeah, shout out Scotty.
Yeah,
bro.
Too good, man. So plans have taken a bit of a with the van.
Yeah. So I guess I've had a few experiences with vans over the year. This is this movie we decided to do a Europe stint, so I don't know, a bit of a no-brainer to buy a van and do the whole Vanzak style setup. But we ran into a bit of a roadblock, which usually happens when we buy vans because they're usually not the best quality.
Well, this time you thought you'd go.
I thought we bought the mighty Ford Transit and thought we'd bought a winner, but it lasted 3 days and now it's now it's kicked the bucket. So hopefully we can get it going again. But it's really put a dampener on the trip. But not a major, these things happen. So hopefully we can get it going again.
Yeah, I reckon I'm feeling positive for you.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro. I'm not feeling very positive.
I've been a transit owner. I feel it.
Yeah, surely.
I've left a few around the place in Europe. Probably, this is my sixth 6th van from the UK,
and about 3 days ago, he was telling me it was the best van he's ever bought.
I was boasting about it.
Yeah, this is the best thing, and I got it all on camera as well.
You need to touch wood after that.
I know. I really eat my own words on that.
And I was telling the boys, I was like, "Fuck, it's gonna be so funny if the van breaks down." So I got all this footage of Dave saying it's the best van he's ever got, and sure enough, it's fucked.
No, it's not fucked. It's just a minor.
It'll pull through. It'll pull through.
That'll be good.
That's all right.
But like, so how much do you want to talk about the film? Should we leave them guessing, or do you like?
Yeah, well, I guess we'll just act like we know what we're up to.
Yeah, because I was gonna say like, so your concept. So you got some planned out who you're gonna film with.
Yeah,
and like
we are. So basically, we're self-funding it at this stage. So it's like, I don't know. We'll let Hunter.
Yeah,
this is Hunter's. This is Hunter's realm.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of at this stage, roughly planned out, but no plan at all. I guess we've got like rough dates that we've got to be at certain segments for. We've got like a lot of pretty sick writers lined up. I'm pretty hyped for it, to be honest. A lot of like people that I used to watch growing up writing, and then like a lot of the new school people, I guess. Keen to keep people guessing on this one, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll be pretty stoked if when you see the writer lineup, if I ever actually finish this film or we actually ever get to these spots, because right now we're
getting all late. We're getting all the bad luck out of the way early.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
But yeah, at this stage, it's like fully self-funded, just because I know it's pretty hard to pitch a mountain bike movie in this current day and age. You know what I mean? Like, we're just going to get started with it. And
keen to start doing, like, I don't know, I grew up on feature-length movies. So,
yeah.
And like, you don't really get that anymore. Like, there's a few, but they're kind of like pretty like saturated with just like, I don't know. They're not really that. I don't know, they're sick, but they've got their place. But yeah, I don't know. We're just keen to make something that like we're passionate about and want to make it like sick and good viewing, and like sort of from like our like standpoint. Yeah,
I guess like the whole idea of the film is to showcase all the different like crews and cultures around the world. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many. I guess like you guys have your own signature, style going on. So it's like documenting that and incorporating that style into the segment with, your touch on it. So hopefully every segment is just completely different from like the visual side and the music side and the writing side. Obviously, like, you're a lot different to how the boys in the next few segments are going to ride, obviously. So yeah, it's just like trying to bring all this stuff together and put it in one video, because I feel like there's so many different crews out there that have a pretty similar like view on what our sport is, but they like represent it all in a completely different way. Yeah. And it's just like trying to bring all of that together. And the reason we're, doing it self-funded is just so we can actually show it how it is, I suppose, because when you bring in, I guess, like obviously, maybe further down the line, we will have, people sponsoring the film, which would be sick, but we just want to try and keep it as like raw and uncut as possible. Like, not in like a, raw uncut way where it's just like constant partying and stuff like that, but it's more just like, show stuff how it actually is,
Yeah, there's no like, you need to have this shot placement.
Yeah,
it's your
exactly
complete
that. Yeah.
Big up, man. It's like,
because that's just that stuff. Just, I guess, I don't know.
Well, it's someone else's touch, and it's like when it's like your own.
Yeah, exactly.
It's that, and that's big respect for like up front in the. It's not cheap to do all this.
We've already coming from New Zealand as well. We're like on the other side of the world, so
we've learned that. And we've only been here for 2 weeks. We're already blowing the budget massively.
It's expensive doing your own film, man. It's so.
But like,
is there anyone out there that wants to help us out?
It's like it was such a buzz to hear you were up for. Because for me, being a film like into doing my videos as well, like someone who's actually committing to like. Going around, traveling, pulling the crews together from like making that effort to like make something that's, because it's no easy feat to like make a full feature film. I think
it's like one of the hardest things as well is trying to do this with, obviously me and Dave aren't a massive
production
company. We don't have.
We've got Henry here too, photographer.
Henry, photographer.
Yeah.
He's going to create a photo book, hopefully, of the whole film as well to go alongside the film. But yeah, I don't know. Like, we're learning as we go, I suppose. Like, I've done a lot of videos before, but nothing on like a full length film scale by yourself, I suppose. So
I'm quite excited to do it as well, just because like I don't know, over the years I've done a lot of advertisement videos and things, like so is Hunter. Like we've done some stuff together with Specialized and things, but like never really done a passion piece for ourselves.
Yeah.
So this is like sort of going in the deep end and just like, and I feel like we've had our time doing that stuff and now it's time to do our own sort of take on it. Just break the mold, I guess.
I think you've like set yourselves up for like a good, like how you and Matt have done where does the trend end, and then it's like,
for sure.
I think it's a real good like
that's like
the rider film, like something you take through. So that's like the constant. Yeah. And then you go in, like it worked real well and
yeah.
Just, you know what I mean? You could see how it's like both your creation and then
exactly that. Yeah, that's like the project that if you don't know, I got a new movie.
Yeah, new.
Yeah, we'll drop the plug on the podcast. When Does the Trend End? It's a film by me and Matt Begg, who's one of my best mates. We've like grown up writing together, I suppose. Insane writer, but you know, just he's different to everyone else in my opinion. I know a lot of people, but he's got like his own signature style, and so I wanted to document that, and it just kind of started off as a project where I was like, you know, kind of just want to do something for myself, I guess is the best way to put it. And it started off as me and him were just going to make a 3-minute bike park edit because I just finished this video. I wasn't that stoked on it and was like, come on, bro, let's, I want to do this sick little video. And it turned out to be 3 minutes. We finished filming for it. It took us, I think, 6 days to film the 3-minute bike park edit. And then from there, we're like, let's just add another segment to the short piece. And then it was going to be 7 minutes, and then it was going to be 12 minutes. And then, it turned out to be like a 25-minute film. So we've been working on it for like 2 years now. Just released, we've released it as like a photo book and a USB. And you can get that at, plug the website, www.whendoesthetrendenend.com.
Where is it? So that's
boom.
Honestly, as I said, you sent it me ages ago, the link, and he's like, have you watched it? I was like, no, I've been sleeping. No. And then when you got here, I watched like 4 times in like 3 days. Like, so fired up on it, man. Like,
thanks.
Like, just refreshing, man, and inspiring. Like, you fired me up. I was like, we had loads of chats, and then I ended up banging that little rehash of my edit up, just fired up. I just wanted to edit something and like get stuck into some.
Sick.
It was sick, man.
It was super pumped on it. It just feels good to finally make something that I want to make, without outside influence.
Yeah, it proper translates.
Yeah. So after doing that, it's just got me like fired up to do something on a whole nother scale, I guess. So like that last one would just film it with Matt whenever I had time, I suppose. You know what I mean? Like it was I'm not filming a, video that I'm normally doing. Let's film that. And then, so yeah, that turned out pretty good. Loved the whole working experience of it. And now it's just kind of got me fired up to do it on like a whole nother scale, I suppose. So I've got the other 2 guys I work with, Nick Stevenson and Scott Robb. They're part of Hunt Cinema, who we'll own the company together. But so this time it's like we've got the full team behind us, and Nick's producer. Scott is another filmer. He's back home. He'll be back helping with the New Zealand stuff, but it feels good to have like a team behind it this time, and just like kind of saved up my coin, and we're just going to be doing this for the next year, basically, just focusing on this, which feels good because, last time it was like, I got to do Matt's project, then go to 2 other videos and back to Matt's, then to it, this one's just like entirely focused on this one the whole time. So I'm pretty excited, to be honest. It feels good. Only 2 weeks into shooting, got like another 6-7 months of it.
How many terabyte?
5 terabytes in. It's been 2 weeks.
It's pretty daunting dropping into a movie. Well, like we're just like, because we're so far away from home, we were going to do it all at once.
Yeah.
So we're basically we've just dropped into like 4 months of travel of like full-time filming basically. So I don't know, it's going to be a really, really hectic couple months, but really exciting. And then go home and drop straight back into some more digging, more planning, more building, more like filming. So yeah, it's sick, and hopefully we'll get it done in the foreseeable future.
Committed to the mission.
Yeah. Fuck. Right.
Yeah, it'll be worth the wait.
But yeah,
by the section we've just filmed with these boys, it's gonna be mental.
Pretty excited. The segment's gonna be pretty sick.
It's been fun.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think my highlight feeling. I love doing the full runs of when we were filming like the last feature.
Yeah,
on the Fernie track, but we were doing full runs down, but it just felt like we were doing like race runs, but like
counting down.
Yeah. It's been sick, eh? Pretty hype. Stoked you boys all put in the work as well, you know? Like, we didn't expect to get this kind of like, you know, hustle out of the whole crew. It was so sick to be shooting.
You've inspired us though, man.
The past week. It's been nuts.
Like I was saying, for us, if someone's like, you're making the effort to come out to us, so it's like we'll make it the effort to make sure we got stuff ready to go.
No, it's super sick. But me and Dave were saying it's like the bar's been set pretty high for the rest of the film now.
Which is good. It's what it needed to be. So yeah.
Buzzing. Good shit.
No, we just got to figure out how to fix vans.
Get on to the next bit too.
Oh, cool.
That's all right. There's always hiccups in these things, so it's all part of it. Yeah.
Madness.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. I'm feeling
fingers and toes.
Yeah.
I'm sure. It'll work.
It'll all make part of the movie.
We'll find out tomorrow. Really?
Yeah.
The bro coming tomorrow to check out the van. So, yeah.
So, like, what do you draw your inspiration from to? Because you've heard you talk about clay and like film, but like growing up, where did you like draw your inspirations? Like, obviously, Dave growing up in Oz as well.
Yeah.
Like mud cows.
Yeah, the mud cows.
Yeah, I got shown mud cows later on, but I was like, I can't believe I've never seen this.
Yeah. Mud cow, I like, I guess because I made all like the early Vanzek videos, and I used to make edits before that, like always just chuck clips together when I was like, I don't know, 13, 14. I just always mash up videos together. And then I saw the mud cows videos and I was like, this is sick. This is exactly what I'm doing right now. So I just kept on just like pumping those out, and it's just what people I reckon enjoy watching. Like,
you
don't get bored of it because it's just like there's just a constant like change of stuff going on, and it's all pretty loose, like classic Aussie loose shit. So we were hanging out with all those boys because we were up in Cairns building the Crankworks courses, and we were with Glenn and Big Jump Benny and all the boys, and they just we sat down, and like as soon as we sat down like having beers or whatever, like oh, we'll chuck the mud cows on, like it's like 20 years old videos, and they're just telling you a story from each like clip. They're like, oh, this happened here, oh yeah, I broke my back doing this.
No way. That's sick.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. So hopefully we can leave like some sort of legacy like that. Like I don't know.
Definitely, man. That's like that's the sick thing of making films and movies. It's set. It's like it's there. Yeah. It's like something you can always look back on.
Really? Yeah. I don't know. I even just like enjoy going back and watching our own stuff. It's just like you just have so many. Like we were watching some of my old van video, like van trip videos, just like when we got here of like Europe, because Hunter and Henry have never been to. Oh, Henry's been to Europe a while ago, but Hunter's never been to Europe. So I was showing him some van videos, and he's just getting hyped. And I was like, oh, I can't wait to show you all this shit. Like,
that's sick. I think the craziest thing is like the legacy you were just talking about is like how mud cars was it for you, but like I guess I'm now in the younger generation that I've actually like grown up on both of your boys' content. You know what I mean? Like it's like I'm now. It's like your stuff is the stuff that's like inspired me to do what I'm doing now, if you know what I mean. Like I probably didn't grow up on the stuff that you boys grew up on. Like yours is probably a whole nother, you know, a bit older than what I used to watch. But
30 now, mate.
Yeah, I think it's so sick though now that it's like, for me, it's kind of almost a trip out that I'm like filming a video with both of you guys. Like it's like, told me that when I was like 13 or 14, it would have been a full fucking trip out. But it's sick now because it's like, it's just kind of use your, you know, work with the people that inspired you and then collab on a project to make something that is, like my take on everything and your take on everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Definitely, man.
Yeah, it's sick.
And it's like, you definitely like don't hold that like aura about yourself though, especially with what you've been putting out. It's like there's depth to it. You know what I mean? Like there's serious creative. It's easy, like something, you know what I mean? You can chop and edit up and put a tune over it.
Yeah.
Or you can, you know.
Guilty, yeah.
No, but it's still, you know what I mean? It's still, I'm not like dissing that at all. But
no, not at all.
There's
like,
depth
I feel like
to editing though, where it's like you can tell like someone's, you know, hours and hours and hours and hours, and it's
full nerd spec.
Yeah, but it's like
he spent a lot of time at the computer.
The amount of times I've gone up to Hunter's compound into his studio, and he's just, I'm on my like 15th version of this video. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, when does the trend end? Was if you know anything about Premiere Pro, I think it was like 240 something sequences in it, like, and that's not including the selects or anything. It was like, it was the classic, just we'll make it 8 minutes and then next thing it just gets longer and longer and longer. And
I get this thing as well whenever I'm making, I don't just want to, if I've done some changing and chopping in the timeline, I don't just want to watch it from I just don't want to watch it from, I want to watch it from having the feeling from the start.
Yeah. So
then you're like, you're not just rewatching like 10 seconds.
Some days, bro, I'll just be sitting there and I'll be like watching the whole thing over and over. And then I'll just watch it through. I'm like, fuck, what was I watching it for the first time? Like,
when Hunter was editing, I think, I can't remember what it was, maybe Brooks Build or something. And it's just, you can just hear the start. The very first part of the song like play like every like 10 minutes, and it's just blasting through the speakers.
I'll spend like 2 weeks on like 15 or 20 seconds of footage just because I don't know what's wrong with me. I'll like make something and then I don't like it, and then I'll make something else, go back to that version, and pretty like
it's good though. The end product is mental.
Yeah, I guess. But it's funny. I think that was the issue with when does the trend end? And actually, that's when I first met Clay Porter for the first time. Was this summer. He came up to my house. It was sick because we've talked online quite a few times. But he came in and I guess you could kind of sense the editing pit I was in, and I was just telling him, it's not finished. And he's like, yeah. You're saying something about like Death Grip. Like if he never like set a due date for Death Grip, he'd still be editing it today. You know what I mean? So I think that's something that's
sick to hang out with Clay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So
childhood idol.
Wow, he's got a lot of knowledge, I guess. But
I've had some funny times with Clay, man.
Yeah.
I love that guy. If I had to shortlist a number of favourite people, Clay would be in it.
That's dope. It's sick as well for me, like, you know, when you meet some of your idols, like childhood idols you look up to, like definitely met a few, and I'm like, fuck, you're not what I thought you were going to be, you know what I mean? But like meeting Clay, it was like, yeah, sick. He's better than what you could even
mate.
He was going to be like, you know, it's dope. And just like, he just gives me all the cheat codes to everything. Like he's helping me and Dave out on this project we're doing right now.
Massively,
Massively. Like
he'll be hyped on that though. Like it'll just be genuinely.
It's sick. It's so Clay, you are helping us a lot because we're kind of just freestyling right now. You know, we got an idea, but you know, getting it done.
Oh, still winging it. It's good though.
Still winging it.
Yeah. Best way to be though, I reckon. I reckon if you make too many plans, it's too regimented.
You can get stressed.
You need to go do stuff on the fly for sure.
Yeah, and I guess that's the thing as well with like the whole concept of the film is like showing each crew how they really are. It's like ensuring we have enough time to actually like live and breathe what you guys actually get up to. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, it'd be hard to replicate the vibe of what you guys get up to in a segment if I was only with you for like, you know, a couple days.
Especially not meeting them before as well. Like,
not like hanging out when we're not shooting.
I was going to say that, like, before we even started filming, like, many projects pretty much, like, it's like you arrive somewhere and it's like, right, you know, we're filming tomorrow, let's go.
Yeah.
Like, we spent, I don't know how long, but we had like a good few drinks. Got to know each other
properly. 2 birthday parties.
Yeah.
Lucy's 30th. Happy birthday.
Cheers, brother.
Happy birthday. Yeah.
But yeah, that was like, I remember thinking that, like, we'd been building, just riding, chilling, and it was like
a week. I guess I was filming like BTS stuff all the time, but like we weren't properly filming until like a week and almost a week and a half. I'd say.
But it just felt just right the whole time.
It's like, how it needs to be.
It was never like, oh, I've got to go and film. It was like, oh yeah, big day. It's like, let's go.
Let's get some clips. Let's get some clips. Yeah. That's what it should be like, though. Like,
fully, mate.
You always gotta. Like, I feel like it's such a, especially for me, because like filming is for me always been just about like hanging out with like your best mates and filming stuff. You know what I mean? I think that's almost like one of the reasons that I'm doing this film with Dave is that, you know, he's my bro, so we can just hang out and do this. It's like it's a lot harder to go do this with someone that I don't know, and also just like when we're actually out there filming, if I don't really know you that well, it's hard to be like. Go do it again, or like almost boss you around in a way, but like not boss you around, obviously, you know, it's just like
when you got like a filmer that you know, that it's like so much easier to film if you're filming with someone who doesn't know like how you work together, like it's, you don't mesh, and it just makes it so much more difficult.
I think how you can tell like a filmer, it's like when they fire you, they're like keep you invested and fire you up.
Or they'll tell you when you're riding like shit.
And just keep
like,
you running
that
up.
Suck, dude. Go do that again. Like you can do that way better. I know you can. You're like, okay, sweet. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And then you go
and just like telling you when it's good as well. Like, you know what I mean? Just like, hypes. And it's like, this guy actually wants,
for sure.
wants this to be a good thing.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, I'm working for someone just ticking off boxes here. Like, I got that nice focus pull on that logo.
don't care what the riding looks like.
And then you watch it back and you just got some stinking shape going on, but like something worked out and
got the logo though.
Yeah. So it's like, I
shouldn't be talking shit on this because I do this a lot of the time.
Well, I've
you
done
might eat your words like I did with the Vans.
Sorry. We'll cut that bit out. No, I'm joking. It's raw. We're coming in raw, baby. But what I wanted to, wanted to like brush back to van life because I feel like a huge chunk of our time knowing each other there has been like randomly bumping into each other at Carrefour car park in Warzy, you know. And like
it's the local meetup.
And just like how sick, like so like just sometimes daydream about it, how random it is how to have met all these people through like just cruising around in a van, but around these, and you end up just sort of like, don't know, gravitating towards each other, and it's like you all, you know what I mean, you've got to be a certain type of person to be able to, like you showed me that photo the other day, sleeping on a lilo with Jack Moyer, what?
Jack Moyer, Joey Vavoda and Booger. Yeah, the first year we did van life, I was like first year out of juniors because we used to race World Cup. Like I used to race World Cups for a couple of years. Did like the junior years and then first year elite. Traveled with those boys with Moyer and Booger and Joey, and we didn't know what we were doing. Like had no idea. Like Eddie Masters was like, just buy a van and then just just come over. So we went and bought like this small wheelbase short roof transit for 4 of us with all of our staff, like probably like 5 bikes.
Way bigger shit box than what we just bought, eh? It's probably worth
No, I got to Europe. But anyway, there was like, all of us, and then had back seats as well. And then we were going to book accommodation. Quickly realized that that's just way too expensive and not going to work. So we ended up just buying Lilos, like water beds, and just sleeping on those, like blowing them up each night and putting all of our shit under the van and hoping it didn't get stolen each night. And then we upgraded to couch pillows halfway through the trip. But like, yeah, you just learn like
as the desperation kicked in.
Yeah. But that's just like all, yeah. And then I think it blew up at some point. I think we left it on the side of the road somewhere and got towed. But
too good.
Yeah. But yeah, like such an insane thing to do. Like just to pretty much just drop everything, go to the other side of the world, buy a van, just live in it in like a foreign country. Like
yeah,
such a cool experience, and like to be able to do it and meet so many different people is like, yeah, pretty insane from like so far from home. And like essentially this whole movie is about like meeting all those people over all those years. Like,
yeah,
because I wouldn't know like any of these people unless I did that. So
yeah. And it's all through racing, really. Like, I guess so in a way. Like, but at that time, like for riders like me and you now who like started racing,
yeah.
But we're like, it's always
weren't like getting the results.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like, what else do you do? You know what I mean? It's like that was the output you had to, where you had to go and get yourself like.
Well, I used racing as an excuse just to go travel each year because I didn't really know what I wanted to do. So, like, I didn't want to be a builder, didn't want to go to uni or anything. Like biking, like I was okay at it. So I was like, sweet, I'll just keep doing this, like fake it till you make it sort of vibe.
But the one thing I'll say about that is like what I've said it in like articles before, I'm pretty sure, but like you to watch on a bike would be like, you'd make someone say, wow, that guy's sick on a bike. If you put you
swag chick.
Yeah, if you put like 30 World Cup riders and then Dave, you'd be like, that guy can ride a bike. And it's sick.
Can ride a bike, just couldn't ride it fast. So I enjoyed practice. I didn't enjoy the racing so much. But thank you. Appreciate the words. But yeah, just, I don't know. Nowadays you can definitely get away with not racing. Like growing up in Australia, all it is racing really. Like it's only just sort of now starting to become not. I haven't been back to lived in Australia for probably 7 years now. I live in Queenstown, but yeah, the vibe in Queenstown compared to Australia, like Australia is so race orientated, and growing up it always was. But then now you can go overseas and you don't have to go on a race course at all. You can just cruise around, ride bike parks, and be a social media hound.
Yeah. That said though, like, do you think like there's value like for like us now? Like that's what put me onto like content and deliverance. That last film I did, where it's like felt like I'd gone too much social media, and like now is that what's like driven you to want to do something like this now? Because you just feel like a bit like robotic, like you're churning.
Yeah,
there's no real attachment to what you're doing.
No, yeah, well, it's probably been said quite a lot on podcasts and stuff before, but you just like instead of going riding just to go riding, you're going riding to get clips or like to like I don't know, try and look cool on the internet sort of thing. Yeah. But like, yeah, doing this movie is quite sick because like I'm like, just.
I feel like a film like this with Dave should have been done like 5 years ago. Do you know what I mean? Like it should have been done a long time ago, but I don't know why it never happened. I feel like, Dave just, he's done all the big like specialized commercials and stuff, of course, but I feel like, just writing never really got showed to its full potential. Yeah. For me, like growing up watching Dave, he's been like one of my obviously favorite writers when I was like probably, way younger, but it's sick to be working with him now because it's kind of confusing why this hasn't happened yet, in my opinion. I guess maybe it's because I'm from New Zealand and he's like close to New Zealand, so it's relatable to me. And I'm like, oh yeah, he's such a good writer.
The good thing is it's happening. And you're
good
doing
thing
it.
It's happening.
Because I think it's a good team up. It's worth the wait.
Just got to turn off the safety brain. When you get older, you get more of a safety brain.
Yeah.
But it comes with it's like fine wines, man.
Well, you just learn more, don't you?
Exactly. I definitely feel now when I look at something, I definitely like weigh it up way more strategically before I'm just like, I'm going to try this and do it. And
throw yourself off a cliff,
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it would be a good idea for me to make a be a full-length film with another 21-year-old around the world. Like, I just don't think the writer would make it the whole way through, or we just wouldn't get any footage. Probably. Yeah,
it's good. It's a good dynamic. We've got youth, but older youth.
Yeah, man.
A
few van trips under the bonnet.
Yeah.
Pretty good tour guide for me, to be honest. For doing this for my first time.
I still haven't learned though. Still buying buckets of shit.
She'll come right, man. She can hear us out there. She can hear us.
Sorry.
You know what I mean?
Just outside the window.
We're only playing with you. Just sort your act out sooner, right?
I just wanted to give Hunter the full experience, you know?
Yeah.
Doesn't want to go too smoothly.
Gotta get some oil on your hands.
I don't know what I'm looking at under the bonnet, to be completely honest with you, man.
That's what YouTube
took the chain off my bike because the derailleur was too confusing.
Yeah, I feel like the van life sort of thing. Like I used to watch like Will Rishbeth and Josh Button. Like I used to do it, and I saw before like Instagram and all that, like they would just put up like a random video at the end of their trip.
Yeah.
And just be them like cooking pasta in like a kettle and shit like that. Like just yeah. And that just got me like super keen to do that.
Yeah. But, you almost like, want the hustle. Yeah. Like, you like want to sample the.
But then like seeing them do it is like what made me want to do it, and like hopefully that's what made like Eddie grew up Vanzak life, or like van life, and like Jack Moyer, like Walker, like you boys, like everyone. So it's quite a cool way to like get into the scene, I guess.
Defo.
Like, and to see other people do it and go so well. Like like last year the boys like Eddie, Walker and Charlie, they like won the worlds, like Enduro Worlds.
So good,
and
man.
they were just scumbag like
fully.
Like, van life,
like Eddie, even before like Bergamont days when he was like at my dad's house in like that ambulance.
Yeah.
Just too good, man. Like, just what a diamond.
Yeah.
Like, you have to really want it and keep gritting to be like, I'm going to send myself to the other side of the world, away from home, because let's face it, home's nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The security of being at home, but like for you boys, like even for me, like. It feels a long way, but I can jump on a 3-4 2-hour flight home. But for you boys, like you are fully at the other side of and sometimes like Europe can feel completely far away from home.
The land of inconvenience.
When you just like, when it's going wrong and you're trying to speak to someone and just no lingo going down, you're like,
I was telling Rat yesterday that would be completely fucked if you boys, if we didn't have you boys here. Right?
You guys have helped us out a lot,
yeah. And Mcmillan, he's been putting a roof over our heads. So thanks, Max.
Intermission.
Magnum break. Magnum break. Magnum break. It's a Magnum break.
Boom.
Job.
It's a Magnum break.
Shout out to the Mac Boozer.
Yeah. So, what do you rate a Magnum?
It's pretty high. It's strong, isn't it?
Yeah, it's extremely
very syrupy.
16.5% Jamaican original Jamaican recipe tonic wine, and the label's been labeled over. It's possible fake. See
there's like the green one underneath, but it's printed. I feel like it's printed on top. Maybe it's like
questionable
import.
Oh, is it a imposter?
Possibly, but it's a. One fact that blew my mind, man, that I'm just gonna have to repeat again because but the 5 million in New Zealand.
Yeah, I could have this completely wrong though.
I'm pretty sure it's 5 mil.
Let's pull it up on it.
Yeah, New
Zealand.
Zealand.
Joe Rogan level now. Let's just pull it up
here. Yeah. Last thing I googled was where was Hot Fuzz filmed.
Where was it filmed?
Wales.
I told you it was filmed in Wales, didn't it?
No, but like Wells.
Oh, Wells, not Wales.
Where's Wells?
Oh, no idea.
What's like the most monumental British or English? What?
The pub.
Is it the pub?
100% the pub.
Yeah. What
I like the pub.
What was the first pub experience?
Leather Smithies.
Leather Smithies, yeah.
Yeah.
Tried to drink eight pints of Guinness,
but we ran them out.
Yeah, they went dry.
Yeah, so 5.123 million in New Zealand.
In the whole.
And then look up population of Auckland.
Auckland. 1.6.
1.6.
But let's just pull up Manchester here,
just for reference.
Yes. I thought there'd be millions in money.
There's only 500,000.
Yeah. So New Zealand's pretty big actually. Anyway,
there's like 4 million in each major city in Australia, but it's quite big.
I guess where we live though, in Queenstown, it's just there's a lot of people there because that's where the majority of the tourists always go. So yeah, it is busy. But the good thing is you can drive for 10 minutes and then you're in the middle of nowhere. So
do you feel like in somewhere like that, 'cause it's pretty? Do you feel like mountain biking's leveled up in like the last few years?
For sure.
Yeah,
like,
mental.
It's like
so crazy. Like when I first started riding, it was 2012, 2013. This is not even that long ago. But that's when I was under 13 and there was one other kid that would ride in that age category and it was Fin HB. There's no one else in New Zealand that would ride in it. And nowadays, like under 13 and under 15 is just
rammed with
like,
bikes that fit them.
Yeah, bikes that fit them. Yeah. There were like hundreds of riders and it's mental.
Did you race Junior Worlds?
No, that was a hot team to get into.
Yeah,
man,
was that Champry and I
yeah, that was Lou, Mark, Lou Buchanan, Mark, Scott. Who else is on there? Reese Wilson, maybe. No, I don't know if you. George Gannicott, Aaron Gannicott, maybe.
Yeah. I did Champry and Leo Gang. Jono Jones was in Leo Gang because he got last and I got second last.
Yeah.
He broke his collarbone though. Where was I going with this story? I can't even remember now. Fuck. The junior thing. Yeah, it's like because we used to have to race juniors in elite. So like there'd be like 7 or 10 juniors that like we did a trip to America and raced like, and you just have to race as an elite and you just have a little dot next to your name. So like I was with like Troy, Moya, Connor Fearon, like that was my sort of era, Dean Lucas, and they'd all qualify because they were all like just like freaks. And then you'd have to try and qualify against all them top 80. But then now you got a whole junior category and there's like, 100 plus juniors at each World Cup. It's just
like a competitive. Because I did my World Cups were the year after junior, so I was like 18. But so there was like out of the circle thing. But then I remember I think that was when the junior series started. Was like just as because like, you would say junior as me, junior.
Yeah, mine was. I was last year to not have juniors.
Yeah, so that was the same as me.
Yeah,
and then the fucking swearing. Oh, I remember being gutted because it was like, it would have been sick to like actually be able to, because you know what I mean. It was just such a I went to Peter Maritzburg, and I remember getting there and like there's just these like tabletops, and I was like, I've never even like just seen tabletops this big, and I've got
tabletops. I didn't see them. Like there were no tabletops in New Zealand when I was growing up riding. Not a single one. It was a trip that my whole dream was to ride a tabletop.
Just square edge,
scary backside.
Really?
Log landing.
Sketchy. And then now you can't get away from a tabletop. It's everywhere.
Isn't it? I still cased it anyway. I remember bouncing.
I do like a blue flow track though.
Yeah, you like the case landing.
Case.
Steve's case.
Yeah, Steve's case. Tire slide.
Soul turn.
Bring some of that skateboard ride out.
Yeah, boy. Well, Matt Big, he chucks his ass underneath the bottom bracket basically when he comes up.
The afterbang?
Yeah, the afterbang.
Yeah, the afterbag.
You'll just do like a little fucking manual and then just.
Yeah. Is the king of the afterbag.
What? Does he know he's doing it though, or is it like that?
I think it's just his stage.
It's just feels like into it. Yeah. It looks pretty cool though.
It looks, yeah.
Yeah. He pulls it off. Wow.
I've definitely had it on my BMX, so I'm like on the side. I'm like, oh yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. No, jump off a curb. You're just hanging off the side.
cruising off a speed bump. Like.
Yeah. I just like doing straight jumps and then tilting my head like 90 degrees. So it feels like I'm just fully.
You've done a full mid-air 90.
Yeah. But it's just
Did you see my whip?
It's just a head tilt.
The rear mech check.
Yeah.
Very good.
Mech check.
Well, we've come up with 50 minutes and we've been flowing through.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
getting it done.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's been a thoroughly enjoyable chat. And buzzing to have let people in on what we've been up to.
Yeah.
Because it's been like, even like Remy was here before and you boys coming through. It's been like a sick summer where it's like magnetized to home.
Yeah.
But like it's been.
I've wanted to come here for so long, like each year, because I've always come up this way for like hardline and stuff, and then just never really make it to your boys' hometown. But I've always wanted to come just because of the vibe and just the riding here.
Yeah, I guess it's not like on the
way
places to visit. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But like also, you know, you got like Morsey. He's like, yeah, I gotta go check Morsey's little Whistler.
Yeah.
And like UK is like, there's no bring.
I guess if we go back to the start of the podcast when I was unsure what to expect, is because there is no name in the UK that's like Whistler, Innsbruck. You know what I mean? Innsbruck. What did I say? Innsbruck, I don't know.
Innsbruck's a destination.
It's a destination. It is a destination. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Though.
Name a spot in the UK.
That's still a ski town, isn't it? You know what I mean?
You got like Dovey and all that, I guess.
Dovey.
I guess Wales. But,
Dovey's killing it. We went.
I can't wait.
Me and Craig went the other week, and I just remember like that was
12 Guinnesses.
But that was what made me want to build some nice fast swooping stuff. Was come back from there, and then we would start digging for this film project, and it was like, want to go quick.
We went to first year I went to Dovey was before it was a bike park, and Dan had just like knocked up a few tracks, or they weren't knocked up, they were massive tracks, but like there's huge tabletops, and we were trying to clear them, like going as fast as you can in the wet. And then I went back last year after Hardline, I think, or before maybe. And just the place is just transformed. It's sick. It's so much fun there now.
It's a full operation, like food. It's full on.
Yeah, sick little hut. It's cool.
Yeah, man.
Shred Mansion.
Yeah, the Shred Mansion. Shout out to the Shred Mansion. Yeah. Jimbo Munrumbo.
See you soon.
Yeah.
We'll be seeing him soon. Well, should we wrap it up?
Yeah.
Go outside.
Yeah,
chill out.
It's not raining for once, so we might have to go and enjoy the sunshine for a bit.
Not look at the van.
But nah, boys, thank you for coming over and
thank you.
With the crew.
No, you guys have had some insane hospitality and really enjoyed ourselves.
Yeah, if anyone's thinking of coming to the UK, I would recommend it. It's just pretty sick riding here.
And if you want some nice fresh threads, I would highly recommend the boys gear. They've
oh shit. No, big up, man.
No, it's been good. We might be stuck here for another couple of weeks if we can't get the van fixed.
Yeah, the movie might end up just being surrounded just a a Macclesfield massive.
It's like you just came in here, your van died, and then you bought a house, and
that's how it goes, isn't it? Yeah, we'll just end up moving.
A lot more good jumps to be built in that forest, that's for sure.
Yeah, shout out to Rat for letting us build on his land.
Thanks,
lots of shout outs. Shout out to everyone for the hospitality. Yeah. Stoked. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Looking forward to showing everyone.
Shout out to everyone else that's going to help us on this trip.
Looking forward to showing everyone what we're going to get up to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a little snippet, I guess.
Yeah. It'll be sick to see it down the line when it's a masterpiece.
June 2024, probably.
Yeah.
That's only a year away.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying that now. It'll probably be like 2028.
No, we're gonna do a clay porter and put an end date on it, so you have to have it finished. That's the rule.
Yeah.
Putting my foot down on that one.
Drew that.
All right. Well, much love, boys.
Cheer.
Cheer the boys. Ski.
Cheer the butter.
Okay.